Good morning, class. How are you today? Are you fine? Okay, welcome to our English class. Okay, today's lesson is the future perfect. Okay, as you know that we have two types of future. We have the simple future. We have the future continuous or future progressive. We have the future perfect. And we have the future perfect progressive. Okay, so today we are going to see the future perfect or future perfect simple. It is the same. Okay, so the use. When can we use the future perfect or future perfect simple? The future perfect is used to express an action which will happen or occur in future and will be completed by a certain time of future or by the end of some action in future. I repeat, the future perfect is used to express an action which will happen or occur in future and will be completed by a certain time of future or by the end of some action in future. Okay, let's see the structure of the future perfect. The structure of the future perfect is, that is, if you want how to form the future perfect, you take will or shall. Remember here that shall is only used for the first person of the singular and the first person of the plural. That is to say, shall is used for I and we. Okay, shall is only used. Okay, in the case of the future, shall is only used for the first person of the singular, that is I, and the first person of the plural, that is we. But will is used for the other persons except I and we. Okay, but will can also be used for all the persons. That is, will can be used for I, you, he or she, we, you, and they. Okay, will can be used for all the persons, but shall, okay, dealing with the future, shall is only used for I and we. So you must pay attention, okay, when using shall and will, okay, in the case of the future. Thank you so much. So the structure is will or shall plus have plus past participle of the verb. Let's see the example. You will have got your result before the month begins. Okay, you will have got your result before the month begins. In other words, it means that you will have got your result before the beginning of the following month. Okay, so here it is the future. The sentence is expressing the future. That is to say, you will get your result before the beginning of the following month. Okay, this is what the sentence means. Okay, you will have got your result before the month begins. Now we are going to move on to the different forms of the future perfect. Okay, so the different form of the future perfect. The first form is the affirmative form. Okay, the affirmative form. Now the rule of the affirmative form is you take the subject plus will or shall, okay, plus have plus past participle of the verb plus the object or the complement. Okay, the object can also be called complement. So you take the subject plus will or shall plus have plus past participle of the verb plus the object or the complement. Okay, let's see the example. Okay, Niha will have go to school. Okay, Niha here is the subject. You have will here. You have the auxiliary to have here, and you have the verb, the past participle of to go, which is gone. Okay, the past participle of to go, which is gone. Okay, Niha will have gone to school. Okay. Now, the second example, we shall have taken the breakfast. We shall have taken the breakfast. Okay, we here is the subject, and you have shall here. We have put shall here because of we. Remember, well, I told you that when you use shall, okay, in the future, put in mind that the subject is we or I. Okay, that is why we have put shall here. Okay, we shall have taken the breakfast. We shall have taken the breakfast. Now, let's see the interrogative form of the future perfect. So, the rule of the interrogative form of the future perfect is will, that is the sentence starts by will or shall according to the subject. Okay, you take will or shall plus the subject plus have plus past participle of the verb plus the object plus the question mark. Okay, so pay attention. Okay, pay attention on the question mark because it is an interrogative sentence. So an interrogative sentence ends in a question mark, so you must pay attention. Okay, so the rule is will or shall plus the subject plus have plus past participle of the verb plus the object and the question mark. Example, so we are going to repeat the same example we saw in the affirmative form. Okay, will Niha have gone to school? Will Niha have gone to school? Okay, this is will here. Niha is the subject and the auxiliary to have here conjugated into the simple present, and you have the past participle of the verb to go, which is gone, and you have to school, which represent the object here. Okay, will Niha have gone to school? Will Niha have gone to school? The second example, shall we have taken the breakfast? Shall we have taken the breakfast? Okay, shall here, we is the subject, and you have the auxiliary here, have, conjugated into the simple present, and you have the past participle of the verb to go, which is, of the verb take place, which is taken, and you have the object here, which is the breakfast. Shall we have taken the breakfast? Shall we have taken the breakfast? Now let's move on to the negative form. Let's move on to the negative form. So the rule of the negative form is subject plus will or shall plus not plus have plus past participle of the verb plus the object. Okay, subject plus will or shall plus not plus have plus past participle of the verb plus the object. Example, Niha is the subject, will, this is will here, not, okay, have, which is the auxiliary, and go, the past participle of the verb, to school. Niha will not have gone to school. Okay, Niha will not have gone to school. The second example, we shall not have taken the breakfast. We shall not have taken the breakfast. Okay, we shall not have taken the breakfast. Now here there is a note if you want a remark. Okay, there is a remark for the negative form. Here you must know that will not can be contracted. Okay, that is will not can be pulled together, and will not, the contracted form of will not is won't, and the contracted form of shall not is shan't. Okay, so if you put will not together, it gives you won't, And if you put shall not together, it gives shan't. This is the contracted form, okay? Which means that the example we saw here can be contracted. For example, you can try to contract will and not here. And you can contract shall and not, okay? Look at the contracted form here. Niha won't have, that is, we have put will and not together, which gives won't. Niha won't have gone to school. Niha won't have gone to school. And the second example too can be contracted. Shall and not can be contracted into shan't. Okay? So, the contracted form is we shan't, that is you put shall and not together, which gives shan't. We shan't have taken the breakfast. We shan't have taken the breakfast. Okay? We shan't have taken the breakfast. So you must put in mind that sometimes if you want, you can try to contract the negative form. Now we are going to move on the negative interrogative form or interrogative form. Okay? So if you say negative interrogative or interrogative form, it is the same. Okay? It is the same. Okay? So both of them represents the same thing. It is the same meaning. So negative interrogative or interrogative form. The rule of the interrogative form or negative interrogative is you start your sentence by will or shall according to the subject. Okay? You start the sentence by will or shall plus the subject plus the negation not plus have plus the past participle of the verb plus the object and the question mark. Do not forget, it is interrogative, which means that the sentence is negative and interrogative. So do not forget the question mark here. So the rule is will or shall plus subject plus not plus have plus past participle of the verb plus the object and the question mark. So here the contracted form of the rule of the negative interrogative or interrogative form is, okay, we have put will and not together. Okay, so as we saw the contracted form a few minutes ago, will and not put together gives won't. Okay, and shall and not put together gives shan't. Okay, so the rule now is you take won't or shan't. If you want to want plus subject plus have plus past participle of the verb plus the object, or shan't, that is shall and not put together is shan't. You take shan't plus the subject plus have, that is the auxiliary to have into the present, into the simple present, plus the past participle of the verb plus the object. Okay, so let's see the example below. Example, will Niha not have gone to school? Will Niha not have gone to school? Will Niha not have gone to school? And the second example, shall we not have taken the breakfast? Shall we not have taken the breakfast? Shall we not have taken the breakfast? Okay, here we are going to contract will and not, okay, according to the rule given. Okay, let's come back to the rule, the contracted rule. Okay, here we are going to say won't Niha, okay, you put will and not together, it is won't Niha have gone to school? Won't Niha have gone to school? And if you contract shall and not together, it gives shan't we have taken the breakfast? Shan't we have taken the breakfast? So here you must pay attention. If you contract will and not, pay attention, you must not put not into the sentence again. Okay, because you have already contracted will and not. The same for shall and not. If you contract shall and not, pay attention not to write not again in the sentence. Okay? Here it is, won't Neha have gone to school? And do not say, won't Neha not have gone to school? If you say that, it is a mistake. Okay? But won't Neha have gone to school? And here too, shan't we have taken the breakfast? And not, shan't we not have taken the breakfast? This is a mistake. Okay? So if you contract, do not write not again in the sentence. Thank you. Okay, it is the end of our lesson on the future perfect. Okay, I wish this lesson too, you enjoy this lesson and you are going to put it into application and practice it during your speaking and writing. Okay, so I think that next time we are going to see the future perfect progressive. Okay, so thank you so much. Thank you for your attention. See you next time and goodbye. Okay, thank you so much.